What's that, to talk to a real athlete?
All right, here we are, Better with Age, episode 8. We haven't even got in 30 seconds into the show and trash talking. I'm Johan. This is Charleston. Today we got the Reaves brothers. We got Jordan and Ryan. How you doing, boys?
Doing good.
What's up? We good.
First of all, let's get all this sports stuff out the way. I need to know certain stuff, and the certain thing I need to know is who is the better athlete out of you two?
Holy cow, we're getting down to business.
I'll say me. Couldn't you gonna agree with that? Me?
Say you?
Overall athlete?
I need overall athlete. Who's the better athlete out of you two?
Wait, what you got? I say overall me.
Hey,
Based
because
on what?
I've been looking up stats right now, and I saw Jordan. He used to play basketball. He pulled in 21 rebounds in a game, and then I seen you, Ryan, and then I seen you play basketball against who is it, Kissel?
Well, shit.
Wait. I've never seen somebody play basketball with knee-high socks on, and you looked horrible.
I told you, Ryan, he's going to get into the shit here.
But that doesn't matter because I don't play basketball. Put Jordan on some skates and tell me how he looks. Like, what are you talking about?
But that's
I ain't gonna play it no
better
way.
yet, put you on some skates and tell me how you look.
that goes straight to my point.
Nice.
Hockey players look terrible when they're not on skates.
Oh, wow.
Hey, I'll get on the field with you right now. You let me know.
Hey, Chuck.
I never claimed to be a basketball player.
Chuck, I told you this already. Remember when we had this talk about if give a hockey player a month to play football and give a football player a month to play hockey, who's gonna be better, right? And I said none of y'all. And I brought my brother up. I said, bring him in with anybody in this room, including me. It wouldn't happen. Put some pads on that boy. I've seen him in pads before. He's gonna knock some people out.
Jordan, watch this. Johan, please tell him my debut to the ice.
Okay, so boys, I don't know if you saw this on Charleston's Twitter. This off season, we did kind of a charity thing, and Charleston, after having a few beers at a bar here in Regina, I said, Charleston, you want to go and play a charity hockey game? He's like, shit, yeah, I got this. And I was like, have you ever skated? He's like,
this sounds like the beginning of what my dad when he got on ice for the first time.
So Charleston gets on there when he was doing 6 penalty shots. And so the first time on skates, gloves, I got him a nice Mike Foligno vintage 82 helmet, the bubble helmet.
The
You
dome.
probably needed every piece of that bubble.
The dome.
But he actually went out there and he, the first penalty shot he did, he almost wiped out, but he still got the shot off. The second one, he actually hit the crossbar. The third one, he scored. And then, he got 1 out of 6. But it was actually, I was pretty impressed. And he didn't wipe out, too.
Let's talk about his skating for a second. I think I've seen these videos. Now let's talk about that ankle-biting skating we got going on.
Well, first of all, who's the goalie? Oxygen?
Yeah, no, but
Wow.
they're actually goalies that played in.
Chuck, you the one who called us. What you want?
Yeah,
Hey.
you woke me up in the morning. What do you want from me? Like, don't wake me up.
Any goalie is a goalie. Long as he in the way, it don't matter who he is.
Any goalie is a goalie. Is that what you're saying?
Hey, is any O-lineman an O-lineman? They all the
Any
same,
O-lineman
right?
is an
They all the
O-lineman.
same, right?
I'll go through any one of them because any O-lineman's an O-lineman.
Oh my goodness.
We're getting into it right away here, aren't we? So actually, you know what? Charleston was pretty impressive. But the one thing too, he was saying to either Jordan Eberle or Chris Getzlaff is that he was going, yeah, I can fight some people on here too. Don't worry about it. I can take them on. Yeah, you want to take on Ryan, Charleston?
Man, see, the thing I've learned about Ryan is he like to pick on little guys. So you know what I mean? When you skating around the ice and you about 6'4", 6'2", like 225 pounds, you a big guy. You a bully. Ryan, I don't even appreciate that you being a bully, Because hold on, first of all, what do you got against Evander Kane?
Oh,
Y'all got some light skin stuff going on?
We're not gonna get into that right now. We're gonna stay away from that.
Man,
We're trying to work for a bigger cause
I get straight into it. It don't matter who I'm talking about. I tell you right now, anybody that I see on the street and I say, you know what, I'm probably gonna punch him out. It's probably Rob Murphy. I hate Rob Murphy, and I tell him that to his face. But it's just because he was a dirty player his whole career. I've seen him end people's career. I've seen him blow somebody's legs out. I've seen him like injure people left and right, and they let it fly and they don't do nothing about it. And I hate the guy's guts. And if I was if you say the wrong thing to me in a party, I'll probably knock him out.
Wow.
Would you knock out Evander Kane?
Listen, we're right now and during these times.
Look how soft you got right there.
No. Look. Right now during these times, me and Kaner are working for a bigger cause.
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw that.
So we're gonna.
To the side.
I seen what you did to Tom Wilson.
I do that to everybody. Like, what do you mean? It's not like a one-time thing.
But you didn't do it to Evander Kane.
But I didn't do it to him?
Wow.
What do you mean I didn't do it to him? Oh, knock off. Listen, every dog has his day, okay?
Yeah.
I got another 2 years. We got lots of time. Don't worry about that.
Speaking of that, congrats on the 2-year contract. That must feel pretty good to be able to get that out of the way. You got a nice longevity going in Vegas. How's it been in Vegas? You're right now, Ryan, in Vegas?
Yeah.
How's it been in Vegas? I've been there once or several times for divorce parties, stag parties, probably in the same year, and doing that. But how's it been in Vegas going down the strip when nobody's there? Everything's shut down. How surreal is that atmosphere?
Well, I mean, why would I go to the strip when nobody's there?
Yeah, well, I mean, how is it? I mean, usually going to Vegas, you see it goes crazy. But, how's it been now that it's, no one's there? Like, fuck, it's got to be different.
Well, it's starting to open up right now. Like, the casinos and the hotels are back open. I biked down there. I biked down there like a couple months ago when everything was completely shut down. It was weird because the strip doesn't shut down. It doesn't matter if you go there at 5 in the morning or 5 in the afternoon. It's buzzing. So when we went down there was just a couple, random people biking around. So it was a little weird. Fountains were turned off. Casinos were shut down and everything. It's yeah. No one's this is the one city you notice it a lot.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah. And Jordan, so where are you right now? You're you're on the road with.
Oh man. Where am I? Mattoon, Illinois right now. I don't know. Fiance, she's racing. She's on dirt series right now. So she had a race yesterday. She got a race today. But we're in Indiana today. We got to drive over there. But no, I'm staying in North Carolina right now. And
so is this you're going to be your part-time gig, off-season job is to be able to now work on the crew kit?
What do you mean off-season? We're a month in season.
Yeah. No shit. No
shit. Right now. Hey, I'll tell you this: if the league tells me we shutting down, I'll stay out here and work. But
so
if they tell me something, then so I hear something.
Any word, boys, about the CFL? Anything that you guys are hearing, Charleston? Anything about what's going on? I mean, you guys are like second weekend.
I mean, honestly speaking, I gave up on all that back in March. So I really stopped giving a fuck a long time ago.
Right, facts though. I mean, it's shitty just because we're all out here. Shit, Chuck got kids to feed. He got family to feed. I got I'm with my fiance now. We got a wedding paid for, stuff like that. And it's just how we had a standstill for 3 months. They basically telling us, y'all chill, wait for us. Y'all chill, wait for us. So I'm just taking it day by day. Just they tell us something, they tell us something. If they don't, they don't.
You said you got a wedding to pay for?
Yeah, bro. You know that.
Well, we know what. We know.
Man, big bro just signed that big ass contract.
No, tradition is the bride's parents pay, not the big brother.
Yeah, right.
Speaking of that, I hear there's a new business in the works in Vegas that might be able to sponsor the wedding, because I know I've sponsored my friends' weddings.
They're going to sponsor the bar at the wedding.
This bar is sponsored by 7-5 Brewing.
Yeah, Ryan, let's get into that a little. Yeah, we'll get you to commit to your bro's wedding and be able to supply beer. What's up?
I need to hear about this, because if Jordan know anything, especially because me and Jordan locker right next to each other, so I hear all the talk. Like I tell Jordan everything. I hear everything that goes on in this locker, and he talks to his brother a lot. And I appreciate the bond that y'all two got. But I need to hear about this 75. What is it? 75 brewing?
75.
Because I love to drink, brother. So tell me what's going on.
I love the way he just admits, I love to drink.
I want to hear about this brewery because I love to drink.
I ain't trying to invest in shit. I just want to drink the shit.
Yeah. I ain't trying to invest in
the goddamn thing. I'm going to send you my address, and you just send me over a little beer, all right?
Let's talk about that, Ryan. Tell us about your 75 brewing company.
75.
75 brewing company.
75 brewing, yeah. So we launched two Decembers ago. I got a buddy that used to work with Labatt up in Canada, and he came down to Vegas. We had a couple meetings, and there's not a lot of breweries out here, not a lot of local breweries. So we jumped on an opportunity, and we hustled quick. We got our first beer out in 4 months. Now we got 4 beers. One of them's an exclusive with MGM, so only MGM properties carry it.
Wow.
So we got an IPA, a lager, a golden ale, a blonde ale. We're working on the stout, hopefully in a couple months. But yeah, we're buzzing right now. We were moving quick when before coronavirus hit. Now we're starting to pick up again.
Nice. And so I like the name for the stout, the Grim Reaver.
The Grim Reaver, the baddest man in the league. Hey, don't forget that.
So then we got a sponsor for Jordan's wedding. So that's good. That's good to hear.
You already know.
Hey, talk to me about the tendons. Talk to me about the flavors of the beer.
The flavors of the beer?
The notes. Let me hit those notes.
All right. So the first one that we launched was a golden ale. We launched that because it was right in between the lager and the IPA. So we wanted to capture both audiences. We didn't want people who drink Bud Light, and we didn't want people who drank IPAs right off the bat. We wanted to grab both of them. So we went right in the middle with hops. It's right on the nice, easy drinking, crisp, little bit of hoppy, not going to smack you in your face. A little bit of citrus in there. Our lager, real smooth, little crisp finish to it. IPA's got some fruity notes, a little citrus, little grapefruit in there. All of them have, the cool thing about them is all of them have 7.5 in it. So our lager is 4.75%. Our golden ale is 5.75. Our IPA is 6.75. The Grim Reaver will be at 7.5.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's your shit, Charleston.
I know. That's some marketability right there.
Right.
I can tell Chuck impressed.
I'm telling you, hey, I know you're trying to stump me there. Like I see it in your eyes. Like, tell me about those notes.
I
see you trying to mess with me.
Like, damn, you know what he's talking about.
Hey, you know what? Forget about that, Jordan. Have you tried the beer?
Oh hell yeah.
What it tastes like?
I mean, you're gonna say I'm biased, but it's my favorite. The IPA is my favorite.
Nice,
man.
I'm not like I only drink IPAs now. I like the ale too. It's good, man. It's smooth.
You know, it's funny because I came back one summer. I was like, yo, I just got into the IPA. It's like, yo, you gotta start drinking IPA. It's like, I'm not touching that shit. Like, I'm not touching it. And so I was forced him to take one.
When I drink Rolling Rock and MGD.
It was the exact same with me. Like, I hated IPAs back in the day, but I always forced myself to try it. So I came back one summer, forced him to try it, and he kept hating it. I was like, listen, I'm telling you, like, give it a month. You're going to love it. And he's like, nah, I hate it. It's so gross. Tastes like garbage. I leave. A month later, he's like, dude, I love IPAs, dog. That's all I drink. I'm trying to get him on the stouts now. He won't do it, though.
Stouts are awesome.
That's too. Stouts too much for me but I'm already not a coffee or like a dark.
I hate coffee too. I hate coffee.
I don't. Nah,
yeah, I don't mess around with stouts either. I know stouts they too thick. It tastes like coffee. I mean, you might as well drink chocolate milk.
It tastes like coffee. They like a lot of them have that flavor, but they don't have to be, and they don't have to be that thick either. Yeah. I've had stouts that are as light as a lager.
I don't know, Ryan. You sound like a beer connoisseur right now.
Yeah, trust me. I got a 4-keg system in my backyard.
Nice. So next question is, how soon can we get the beer in Saskatchewan? Do you need a rep to be able to represent you here?
I will need a rep. Trust me. We're working on it. I want to bring it to Canada soon, but I want to. I gotta move it up to Reno, and then I gotta move it out to a couple cities in the States, and then
you gotta watch Johan now. Johan is a liquor rep, so he's pushing his wheels on you right now. So you gotta watch your stuff.
Well, I got lots of connections in BC. We got a company in BC that guys that I know in BC that send it out to Singapore. They do lots of stuff out there, so they send product all the way out there too. If you're interested, let's do business. Let's bring that 7.5 to Canada and
I'll let you know for sure.
Yeah. Nice.
So tell me about this. You know what? I was looking up some information about you too. And your great great grandfather was the first Black U.S. Marshal.
I don't know where this story came from, and I'm not gonna.
What are you googling, bro?
No, he's not googling.
Hey, that's why I need to know stuff.
I
need to know stuff.
Who told that
Where
story?
did this information come from?
Hey, did our dad tell you that?
In an interview, I heard it. They were talking to me about like all the stuff going on in the world right now.
No, he did not say that. Actually,
man, I didn't see the whole clip. Somebody just sent it to me, and it was like. He said that he went back and did the family tree thing, and his great whatever was the first Black Marshal, but he was like a freed slave or something, and they used to spell it R-E-E, and then they switched the name. I don't know. I got nothing to base this on. Okay.
Hey man, he called us Kobe, our cousin too, so I don't know about that.
Man, hold on. So y'all run around lying?
What do you mean, y'all?
Y'all better take that y'all out of it. I didn't say nothing like that. That's coming from the source.
I'm not even gonna touch it either.
But the interesting thing is that about your dad. Let's touch base about your dad quickly about that. That growing up here in Saskatchewan, I remember watching him. I'm old enough to remember the great Jordan Reaves play, and you guys grew up in Winnipeg. What was it like being around your dad, who was, from the video clips I watched, I remember him when he was younger. He was such a good guy. He was, after every touchdown, he would give the football. There's a story about him signing a jersey or giving a jersey to an individual who didn't have a lot of money and doing that. Your dad was like a football icon in Winnipeg. What was that like growing up around him?
He was well respected in the community. He was like the city loved him. The city still loves him. Growing up with him was just a war. Like it's just nonstop war in our house. Jordan tells this story all the time. Like we have this one skinny hallway at our old house, and you could only fit one of us. By the time we got to like 10, 12, that age, you can only fit one person through this hallway. I don't know why it was so skinny. And if you met anybody in that hallway, if you met my dad, my brother, if you met them in there, one of you isn't making it through that hallway. The other person's going all the way back to the other room, or somebody's going to the living room, and you got to wait. So you better be ready to go to war. It's just nonstop in that house.
Wow. Man, we do this other thing all the time. And this sucked for me because I was always the smallest. So, I always had the smallest head too. You just lock eyes with each other. Like if I'd be walking, I'd see my brother and you just stop. You'd be about 10 feet apart. You just stop. And you knew what was happening. You start rubbing your forehead, right? You get that forehead nice and hot. And then you just put forehead to forehead. And it's just, Chuck, it's like BMF drill, bro. forehead to forehead, and you just drive the person back as hard as you can. First one to give up bitches out. And that's
you start like wrenching a
you know
little
what I mean?
bit,
Like,
just to, like, get the
like
steam
really
going a bit.
grinding in there, like getting in their eyes, like, you know. But
Hey,
that's how
it sounds like I fit right in.
Fuck me,
Yeah,
I wouldn't.
It's constant battles. Constant.
Yeah.
Non-stop. Always like swatting our feet out from under us when we're trying to walk. It was just cause. But hey, but it made us tough though.
Yeah, no shit.
Hey, I was about to say, is it safe to say that your dad probably made you way tougher than he should have?
Oh,
sure.
Hell yes.
For sure.
Because I know Jordan. Jordan, you one hell of an athlete. You fast as all hell. You're probably one of the best athletes I've seen on the football field. When you run down and the type of commitment, the power, the speed that you got on the football field is amazing. So I know you're a way better athlete than your brother, because hockey players, I think, are terrible athletes. But
hockey players are terrible athletes. What are you talking about here? Like, come on, son. Terrible athletes.
He's not a hockey player. Trust me, Ryan.
Yeah. But look, I tell this story all the time. I'll tell you the day that my dad turned me that tough, or just like started turning me. We were playing football. I take this kickoff return. I run down the left side. And these three guys are like squeezing me out of the sidelines. And I go, right out of bounds. My dad came up to me and grabbed me by the face mask. If you ever fucking run out of bounds again, you're never going to play. You go through him. Like, he's just through him. Yeah. So next, exact same play. I catch the kickoff. Next one. Running down the left side. Same kid. Bah! Put my forehead right through his chest. This kid's laying down. I go score a touchdown. My dad's on the field. That's my boy. This kid's literally stepping over this kid. He's got a broken collarbone laying out. The kid's 12 years old. It's just like, woo!
Bro, it's funny, too, because he did that all the time. He did that with me one game. I remember I was running back when I was a kid, and I took a 42-pound right up the middle. And this linebacker, that seat parted for me, and there's a linebacker just staring me in the eye. And I dropped my shoulder, and I dropped this kid unconscious. Big Will comes running on the field like, yeah, baby, that's my boy. And then their coach had put the biggest dude I had seen at that age. He was probably like 250. I'm talking like when I'm 12, 13, big boy. His only job was to come hit me. Jeez. And I looked at my dad. He said, "You better run him over too." And I'm like, "Oh shit!" Like, I'm probably about 150, soaking wet right now. This ain't gonna look good. I remember I ran right into him. You know, I kind of bounced back, fell. He kind of bounced back a bit, but I mean, it was the fact that he taught us you can never bitch down, right? You always had to follow through. Don't ever shy away from nothing. So, I mean, he definitely made us tougher. He definitely made me tougher. Shit, I got into it a lot growing up. Same with my brother. I remember my brother.
He got kicked out of a game one time. I laid this kid out, and the kid's hurt, and the ref flagged me. And my dad comes running on the field. He's like, "What are you giving a flag for?" And you could see the ref didn't really know what he was calling. He's like, "Unnecessary rough." He's like, "That's not unnecessary rough. He just ran through him." He's like, "No, you got to get off the field." And I remember my dad goes, "Hey, don't be mad at me because your wife didn't give you none last night."
Oh!
he gets the flag. He gets kicked out of the game. He walks by. He goes, "Go do that shit again." I'll be in the car. in the car watching the game.
But he's always had that mentality. Like, even at my brother's hockey games, I would remember sitting there watching with him. And, you know, it'd be our team on this side of the ring, their team on that side of the ring. And who's up there? Hey, because my brother would go knock somebody out.
Oh,
and
man.
Yelling at my brother. Be like, "Hey, it's clean hit, baby. It's a clean hit." And they'd be chirping. "I'll meet you over there. You know what? I'll meet you halfway." I'll come fight like every game, man.
I remember in AAA, I laid this kid out. And all of a sudden, the game just got stopped. And I was like, "What the hell's going on?" And I look over, and there's people breaking up. My dad and this other dad in the lobby. They met all the way on the other side. They're getting into the lobby game.
Hey, y'all know y'all dad gonna get on here and he gonna deny all this.
No. He gonna admit and own to every single thing we say right now.
The story might be twisted a little bit.
Yeah.
But the meat of the story is going to be there.
You know what? That's hockey synonymous for that. When you're Charleston, I don't know if you know this, but here in Canada, when you play hockey, the parents are usually the worst. The kids on the ice aren't that bad, but it's the parents, in the stands that are saying like, "Fuck you, my kid's gonna kick your kid's ass," and then you're going, like, "Oh my god!" And that's what they get into. I would have loved to see that, to be able to see your dad out there and scrapping with other dads and doing that. Jordan, what? Speaking of stories, you have the locker right beside the Charleston Hughes. Give me some dirt on the man. Give me something that people want to hear.
Holy shit. Chuck is the dirtiest, messiest fuck I've ever sat next to. Every case. So I got OCD, right? I'm real clean, real neat, little proper. So you come to my locker, I mean, my shoes are lined up. My tights are folded. My socks are nicely lined up. I got all my mouth guards lined up. I got my gloves lined up. I leave it like that every single day, okay? Yeah. I show up in the morning, I got 2 wet-ass towels on my seat with 39 on them. I got some busted-ass flip-flops on my side, 39 on them. I look to my right, he got all his shit and his loot right there. Every single day.
Charleston, is this true?
So go ahead, Chuck, deny something. I'll call 80 more people that will confirm it.
I told the team from the get-go that I need space. So when the minute they didn't give me 2 lockers,
MJ, you can get your own locker room.
You got the biggest stall in the locker room.
Who do you think you are?
I need space. I need space, brother. I got to move. I got bad knees. Ryan, I know you. What, you about 34, 33?
33.
Yeah, you look like it. But I'm about.
Man, that's you look 45. What are you talking about?
Chuck got 3 grandkids who got kids.
You know what I mean? Looking at retirement homes right when he comes out of retirement.
That's what the segment show is going to be. Charleston's retirement segment with the Reaves brothers.
First guy to go to a nursing home straight out of the league.
I didn't even go into my spiel. But this show is called Better with Age. This is the name of this show. And the reason it's called Better with Age is because I know, just like you, Ryan, you love alcohol, so whiskey, leather, cheese. There's many things that gets better with age. But the best thing out of all that gets better with age is friendships. So I got the privilege to call Jordan my friend. You know what, Ryan, I don't know you, but you seem like a cool guy. You all tatted up, light skin, all that good stuff. So I'm pretty sure you're a great guy. So I would love to call you my friend, but don't call me old. Don't call me old again, or our friendship is diminished.
What do you mean? You want me to lie to you? You can't start friendships on lies, all right? You gotta start with honesty here.
You gotta call a spade, right? You gotta, yeah. That's awesome. I wanted to ask you guys a few questions. We're gonna get into a little bit of a trivia here because we had the Getzlaff brothers on, and we got to do a trivia with them because I fucked it up. But we're going to get into a little bit of trivia and ask Jordan and Ryan a little bit about each other and see what you guys can get. A combined score. If you guys beat the Getzlaff brothers, then Charleston is going to send you out something, a prize package of whiskey and beer, and we'll put something.
Doug, you just go ahead and send that regardless.
Hey, I'll send you anything you want, buddy.
I like you, Chuck.
We'll get into it now with the trivia questions. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, Jordan, here's the first question for you. Your brother, his first game in the NHL, how many was against Anaheim? How many penalty minutes did he rack up in that first game?
9.
Ooh.
7.
Let's see if Ryan knows.
15.
Yeah.
Two 5'10" got kicked out in the second period.
Nice.
Hey, don't be bringing in stats. I'm not
like
a
10
stats.
years.
I don't know nobody's stats.
Hold up. I was what was that 10 years ago? I was 20.
Yeah. You weren't even on the map then.
I don't even know where I was at 20. I don't know if I was on Earth at 20.
15 penalty minutes.
In first game, yeah.
I got into a fight. My tie down came down. So that was when that new rule came in. So if you didn't have your tie down and it came over your head, you got 2 minutes for no tie down, 5 for fighting, and 10-minute misconduct, and get kicked out of the game.
Chuck, tie down is tying the jersey like down to your pants. Like,
so in the back of your jersey, you got a little tie that ties to your pants so it doesn't come over your head.
You look at his face right now. He's like, "What? What are you talking about?"
Hey, I'm letting all that fly. I want you to grab my jersey because I'm gonna knock you out while you grab my jersey.
I want you to grab my jersey too, but the league rule says it can't go over my head. So what do you want me to do? Like,
yeah.
Hey, if you got hands, that won't happen.
What are you talking about?
Listen, hey, if you want to go on skates and then on the ground and see who gets their ass whooped more, you let me know.
This is
hey man, I've seen your fighting style where you just stand there looking at somebody like this. Hey man, that ain't gonna work because I'm coming swinging for the fences.
That's fine.
Hey, cool. All you gotta do is run a circle for 3 minutes. Chuck will be tired.
Yeah,
he ain't gonna chase you for that long.
Skate around him.
Right.
I'll hit you so hard that dust will come off you.
Oh,
they're going down now. All right, we'll get into this. We'll get into Ryan's question before Charleston gets back at her. So, all right, Ryan, what number did Jordan wear for the University of Brandon Bobcats?
Easy money.
10.
10. Nice.
Did you see that, Derek? Did you see that? There you go.
That's
he got
awesome.
it
On that back.
He got it.
Nice.
Got it.
Oh, no. The boys are all tatted up. Sweet. Nice.
Hey, you know what? I like that.
Yeah, the bros
Like that. Did
yeah.
you know, Chuck? I showed you this before.
No, I saw it. I remember seeing that.
That's
that's
awesome.
dope.
That's cool. All right, Jordan, back to you. What round did Ryan get taken in the 2005 NHL draft?
Stomped. Look at him.
I don't know if fourth or fifth. No, wait. St. Louis didn't have a pick in the 4th round, 5th.
There you go. All right, there you go.
That's why I couldn't, because they're supposed to have 4th, but they didn't have the pick in the 4th round.
Nice. All right, you got 1 for 2. Ryan, your second one. What number does Jordan's fiance drive for the McLeod and Sons team?
89.
Ooh.
Is that right?
You should look at your arm
10.
again.
What?
You should look at your arm again. 10.
Yeah, look at the arm.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Right?
1 for 2.
I don't know if Coon's seen a race, though. I don't think Coon's seen a race.
I've never seen a race. I
Oh.
thought I saw like a jersey number before, but maybe I was wrong. I don't know.
Yeah. Nice.
No.
All right, last question here for you, Jordan. Ryan's first goal was scored. What was the significance of Ryan's first goal scored?
Game winner.
There you go with the Las Vegas Golden Knights.
Come on now.
Yeah,
Come on now.
Charleston. He was the game winner.
You gotta finish that.
Yeah, it was the game winner to send Vegas into the Stanley Cup Finals.
We were watching. Chuck was watching with me.
That's because he ain't play against nobody real like me.
Chuck, it was against Winnipeg, bro.
Yes, there you go. Yeah, against the Jets.
Chuck, we were watching that in training camp. Remember, we were watching that shit in the lobby.
Yeah, that was because you were supposed to be at that game, and that's when you just signed and you had to take off.
Yeah, yeah, and I took off. Yeah.
Nice. All right, last question for you, Ryan. Jordan is pretty popular on Twitter. How many fights has Jordan got into on Twitter with other individuals?
That would be 8 turned sideways.
Very good. You got that right. Yes. Yeah. Oh my God.
Hey, I don't play on Twitter, man.
Yeah. Every time I go on Twitter, Jordan's getting into it. Someone else.
Yeah,
Don't you be talking about this? Don't you talk about this?
That's like trying to count the planets in the universe. That just keeps going on forever.
Yeah.
Hey,
Listen,
every time I
don't
look
take
up
kindly to
Jordan,
people
it's
attacking my
mostly-
family. I don't take kindly to that kind of shit, especially when he be laying out Tom Wilson's bitch ass cleanly. I don't like people coming at him. I don't like people coming at me, my fiance, my family. But I don't really attack people. They say something, I say something they don't like, and then
a lot of clown emojis. A lot of clown emojis.
It's mostly clown emojis.
I feel like Jordan, you just be instigating all that stuff though. Like you like poking the bear.
He's like
Yeah, goddamn right. Because I know no one gonna stand up to that bear.
Hey, matter of fact, you mentioned this Tom Wilson guy, and I remember one time I was sitting in the bar and I was drinking water and I was having some food and stuff like that, and the Vegas
Stop. You already lying in the story. How you gonna say you sit in that bar drinking water, Chuck? You just started off a lie, man.
Well, hey, the main ingredients is beer and water, so that's
like you went out of your way to say you were drinking water. We know you lied.
I love the way Jordan calls you out on this.
How about this? I'll amplify the story. I was drinking 75 IPA. And,
there we go.
Yeah, and it was.
He kind of reminds me of Willard a little bit.
Right. No, Chuck. Chuck, I remember this story. I know exactly what you're about to say too.
Yeah, because I was sitting there watching TV, and then I was going like, you know what, the Vegas Nights on. I was like, I never just sat down and watched Reeves' brother. I was like, I'm gonna focus in, and I'm watching him every single time you're on the ice. I'm gonna see what he's doing. I'm gonna see how he's moving on the ice. I'm gonna see, and I came back and talked to Jordan after I watched this game, and I was looking, and I was like, okay, boom, scored a goal. Okay, boom, got an assist. Okay, boom, 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 got about maybe 10 hits in the game, and I was like, damn, his brother aggressive as fuck. And I was like, man, he out here stretching people out. I was like, I never just sat down and watched them play before. Yeah. And then,
I remember Chuck texted me, yeah.
And then, boom, he knocked out this Tom Wilson guy. Boom, got into a fight with somebody else. And I'm like, man, no wonder Jordan be running around repping his brother like that. He's out here beasting everybody on the ice. If you play every game like that, I like that style of play because me personally, if I'm on the ice, I'm fighting everybody, hit everything that moves. Yeah, and I'm like, I ain't taking no prisoners. I know how I would play the game, and I love the way you play the game. I messaged Jordan the minute after I watched this, and I was like, bro, your brother is out here beasting, and I like it.
I remember that text because he's like, your brother just killed someone named Tom Wilson. Like, they about to bring a body bag out for him.
And I never sit down and just watch hockey like that because I think it's a boring sport and I think they're terrible athletes. But I will say that you did your thing in that game, and I hope to see more games like it.
Coming soon, hey, we're coming soon. We're starting to skate right now, so season's starting up.
Yeah. When are you guys going to be back on the ice, or when is anything been official yet, or just mums?
No, everything that they've said has been official has become unofficial. It's been changing every day, so I don't even pay attention anymore. I know we're skating. I know we're getting ready for something. I don't know when it is or where it is, but something's happening.
And that's the one thing too, that there's going to be a hub city. Apparently Vegas was in the running or still is in the running, but I know there's a few other Canadian teams too. But
it was Vegas and Vancouver, and then Vancouver's out, and now Vegas might be out, and Edmonton and Toronto are one, or I don't know. Yeah. When they officially announce it, and then I'll believe it.
Yeah. And away you go too. And I guess the same thing in the CFL. We're just waiting on the word, so it's got to be frustrating, eh, Jordan?
It's annoying, man.
Yeah.
Annoying. That's all it is.
Well, hopefully we'll get a chance to see everybody soon. We know that Charleston said that we got to get down to a game in Vegas. We'd love to be able to go down and watch you boys do that. And
It's crazy atmosphere out there.
Yeah,
Crazy atmosphere. It's almost like you go to a hockey game with a Vegas show mixed into it. It's insane. Like you don't
Did
it's a
y'all ever
type
know
of game
that
you want to be there
Vegas
for
was built
3
for
months.
me?
Oh, I know it was, Chuck.
Charleston, how many hockey games have you been to? How many games have you seen? You must have saw a few of the Flames games.
Well, I'm friends with Goudreau and Backlit, but I mean, I've only been to maybe 2 or 3
That's
that
it? Ever?
that I can remember.
Yeah.
Hey, I think because, man, the only reason I say that I can remember is because I think they put something in the stadium beer, like something in the
They
stadium
must have
beers,
slipped
like
something
that.
in your drink. They must have.
Yeah,
They're known,
man. Like,
they're
I
known for
don't
that
know
at
what
arenas.
it is.
Here's your beer and here's a little X. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, when they pull
What
that
do you mean
little
you paid
trigger,
$12
it's
for a
like
beer
goddamn
for?
it's lava coming out of those goddamn taps.
Pay $2 for the beer, 10 for the extra.
Yeah, man. Like, what the hell? I don't know what's coming out of those taps in those hockey stadiums. But
So maybe instead of sending you my IPA, I'll just send you my lager. You seem like a lightweight.
Oh, wow. Oh, look at this.
In your drinking, not in stature. I know you ain't no lightweight in your stature, okay?
Oh, wow.
Hey, Chuck ain't no lightweight.
Your brother's testing my gangster.
Don't text my gangster.
hey, you know I got time, but today I got time.
we definitely got to test out everything. We got to go test out the beers in Vegas. So that's one of the trips we'll try and see if we can line up and be able to arrange and get all 4 of us watching the game and watching you play. Ryan, Charleston, anything else you wanted to add to the boys and anything else you wanted to say?
Hey, man, you know what? Matter of fact, yes, I do got something. I know, Jordan, you went through a big knee injury last year. I know. Yeah. Matter of fact, you went through a couple injuries since I've been in SAS. I know it's been a struggle, especially with trying to stay healthy. Just trying to stay on the field, find your way on the football field. How are you recovering? How are you going about it mentally? I know it's a struggle. I've been around multiple players I've been around a guy named Max Karan, McCarran, I don't know. God damn it, fuck. His name Max. But I've been around him before, and I know it was a struggle for him because he got drafted in the CFL, you know, and he blew out his Achilles, and then he came back. You know, he was an awesome linebacker, smart dude. And he ended up blowing out his other Achilles the next year. And I know how much of a struggle that is and how much of a mental breakdown that can come to players. So how are you taking this in?
I mean, these injuries I've been good with. So back in 2016, my first year with SAS, you know, slow start because it's my first year playing football since I was 15 years old, right? So slow start. I started picking it up, getting my groove, and halfway through the year, I tore my MCL, meniscus on my left side. I took that injury terrible because I didn't know how to feel about it. You know how operations get. They start playing with that contract on you, start getting you sign some papers you don't want to be signing. So I was definitely taking it bad that time. You know, I lost a bunch of weight, and I just said, you know, fuck this. I don't want to do this no more. 2017 came around. That bullshit happened in 2017. So I wasn't there that year. Then 2018 came around, and, you know, I just felt like I had something to prove that year. I feel like I had a really good year, you know, killed it on specials for us, but then came to training camp on 2019 and damn ACL second day of camp. I originally I was okay about it because I thought it was just LCL. So, you know, you saw me in that gym. I was pre-having like crazy during camp. Then I found out it was ACL. It hit me for a while. When I came back here to start rehabbing, first 3 months were tough because that's when I was watching y'all play, knowing that I wasn't going to be playing with y'all that year or be a part of the team that year. So mentally, it started fucking with me. Physically, once I got past all my range of motion, mobility, and all that, once I start to see a little strength come back, physically I was okay then because I knew my knee would come back. I know I stay on it. I rehab every day. Like my knees are the first thing I think about to do during that day, right? So my knee's straight. My knee's 100% right now. I got my left knee done too. I did the meniscus and cartilage just to touch it up. That one's good too. I'm 100% ready to play right now. I took all precautions. I took longer to rehab because I had a full year to rehab, so I had to be back. So I took an extra month on each phase. But right now it's just like I'm 100% ready. I just need to know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? I need to know if I'm ready, what I'm ready for.
Yeah.
Because if this don't happen, I might stay down and go talk to some pit teams and some NASCAR teams and work with some pit work. I've been asked to do that a couple times. So if this doesn't go, and it's not like the money's not good, right? It's a great fallback. So if this stuff doesn't go, start going through, if they don't start telling us something, I'm gonna have to make a decision, and that'll probably be my next step.
That's crazy because we know that guys in the CFL, we've just seen this week where guys like James Wilder announced his retirement, and
respect to James.
Yeah, and he couldn't wait any longer. So I mean, for everybody in the CFL, I think it's the same thing. They're just waiting, and eventually you got to pay the bills, right? You got to go and support the family. You got to do that. So that's awesome.
Like, fortunately, I don't have kids right now to be that I have to financially take care of. But a lot of the guys in the league got kids, they got families back home, and it's 100%. I understand what they're doing. They can't wait around 4 months from someone who's telling them basically, hey, just wait on us. If you get another job, we might come back. So it's kind of leaving us in limbo for a while. So I understand. I understand why they're doing that.
Yeah, but you're healthy. You're 100% ready to go. You're
healthy, 100%. I haven't hit someone, and I need to get on that field. I need to break that wedge up.
Hey, you think you hit harder than your brother?
Where? on ice?
Yeah, the hit's the same.
How you hit?
It's not the same.
It's not.
It's not
no,
the same.
It's not. Chuck.
They're softer on ice.
Softer on ice. Again.
Hey, imagine this. Hey, imagine it. Let me break this down. Let me break this down to you, Ryan. Imagine LeBron James on ice skates.
Probably couldn't skate.
Jordan thought that about me. I was skating around that ice like it was.
Chuck,
listen,
Chuck, if I hit you right now on the turf, you're going to land on that soft rubber pellets. If I hit your ass on ice, you hitting ice.
Trust me, you're hitting ice. You are hitting ice.
Like, where's the comparison? But on ice, you're gonna knock me the fuck out.
If I so happen to fall and fall on the ice, see, I wouldn't even be worried about that. Huh? Yeah.
I said, hang up that call.
Hey, if I so happen to fall on the ice, I'm pretty sure I would crack the ice.
He's so dumb. He's so. Well, hey, this is the kind of shit I listen to all year long sitting next to Chuck. He's kind of like,
needs more space in that locker room.
Hey,
like, you know those memes that are like hits blunt. That's Chuck. You know what? What if? You know what? What? Like what, Chuck?
Hey man, look here. I'm good at what I do, and I feel like I'm a prime athlete, and I could play any sport. Like if I want,
hey, you set up some kind of football drill. We'll get you on some skates, and we'll set up a hockey drill, and you tell me what happens. All right?
No, man, I don't want goddamn Vegas Knights suing me because I messed up.
You go for one thing, getting the damn quarterback. You go for one fucking thing, Chuck. Getting past the O-lineman and getting the quarterback. That's it. We see what happened when you got. We see what happened when you got that interception. No knee drive. No knee drive.
You know what? I accept that. I accept that. You know what? I take that on the chin. Okay, if I'm good for that, what is your brother good for?
Laying people out.
Changing the mood on the ice. Oh, I explained this one right. Changing the mood on the ice. When that puck goes into the corner and he's not on the ice, either defenseman will go in, no problem. If that puck goes in the corner and he's on that ice, both of them look at each other like, shit, you go get that shit. I'm not going.
Hey, you know what? I'm done with this conversation.
Chuck came on.
He's gonna get out of his Uber. He's done.
You didn't see this shit happening, Chuck, did you?
Well, boys,
two light skins, bro.
They talk about changing the mood on the ice like you gonna dim the lights. Like
What
goddamn.
Oh, I knock out lights. I don't dim lights.
Yeah.
Lights go out.
They just clap on, boy.
Until Evander Kane come in the building.
Oh fuck.
You know, like you just gotta keep going there. You gotta keep pushing it.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's the only time you stuttered in this whole conversation is when
I'm
I
not
say
stuttering.
his name.
Listen, I'm not stuttering. I just got bigger shit to deal with than that right now. Okay.
Like I said,
Hey, look, he about to bring up the COVID talk. COVID-19 going on. Black Lives Matter.
well, on that note, I think that's a good note to be able to finish off on everything. We will get down to Vegas. We will get on the ice with you boys. I think Charleston's got to get on the ice with both of you guys and be able to see how that is.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh, we definitely gonna have to get both of y'all on the ice.
We need that.
Or
and more than that, we need the video for it.
Oh yeah.
yeah. I'll have the video. Don't worry, I'm the cameraman, so that's no problem. Ryan,
Hey.
we gotta get you up here to watch a Rider game. Hopefully, they'll come soon. Jordan, all the best to you and your fiance today racing. Thanks, you guys, for coming on the show. It's been a blast. And yeah, good luck with everything in the future. Charleston, anything else you want to add?
I appreciate y'all boys, man. It's been a
All
blast.
right, Chuck. All right, man. Nice
right,
to see
boys.
you, bro.
All the best to you. We'll talk to you soon.
Take it
All
easy.
right, y'all.
Okay. See you, boys.